Hi there, welcome back to Code Conyo. So for today, I'm going to show you the some implementations of recursive approach to some of the mathematical concepts that we know. So for today, we're going to talk about factorial. So it says that factorial is you're going to multiply all whole numbers from our chosen number down to one. So basically, it is the product of all positive descending integer, and it is denoted by n factorial. So where n is any value or any natural number. So let's say for an instance, or for example, we have factorial of 3. Okay, so or 3 factorial. So 3 factorial is we would have 3 times 2 times 1, and it yields to 6. So 3 times 2 is 6, times 1 is actually 6. So let's say we have 5 factorial. So the factorial of 5 is actually 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is basically how much? 5 times 4 is 20, times 3 is 60, times 2 is 120, times 1 is still 120. So that is simply factorial. Now let's implement this one using an iterative approach. So to do that, let's have here public int. Let's say we have factorial and then int n. All right. And then let's have here int, let's say fact is equal to 1. And then let's have a loop here. Okay, so let's say we have here int I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to the value of n, which is our counter control variable, and then we have I plus plus. And then right here, sorry, just okay, and then after that, we're going to have here fact times, or simply you can have here is equal to fact times the value of I, or simply like this. Now I'm used to use this one, like this one, fact times is equal to the value of I, and then we're just gonna have to return the value of the factorial. And then we can simply say that the factorial of like n is something like that. Okay, so we'll have here print. Okay, so let's try. So we have here system.out.println, or yeah, print, okay, recurs that factorial. Then let's have here value of 3. So 3 factorial is 6. There you are. So we're correct. And then let's change this to 5. So factorial of 5 is 120. Now, how about if, what is the factorial number of 7? So factorial number of 7 is 5040, which is 7 factorial is 7 times 6 down to times 1. Okay, so that's it for the factorial. Now, how about if we are going to have, let's say, factorial number of 20? So if that is the case, you will have here undesired result. So we have here negative 2 something, 2 billion, I guess, because int has only up to the range of 2 billion, more or less, something like that. So probably the factorial or 20 factorial is more than that. So we'll need to have a um, like probably using long, because this is like this is going to like, what they call this one, will have the range of more than 2 billion. So let's change this to long, and there. So let's try the 20 factorial. So 20 factorial is more than 2 billion. That's it. So you just have to use long. Now, what about if, let's say if uh, 50, or let's say 50 if still ma-process gyapon niya. I guess so 50 factorial is also more than the or it exceeds the parang the range in of long. So basically, we're gonna be needing much more or higher, which is Java has, or which Java has. So this time we're gonna be using a big int, big integer. It's actually a wrapper class or a class, and you just have to import it from math library. So java.math.big integer. So this time, um, we're going to first declare a or make this fact or change this fact rather, this one to big integer. So let's so since this is a wrapper class and it's a special wrapper classes or a reference class, we'll need to, so this would require as a string value, and let's have here let's say mode. So we'll need this another variable for our big integer to for us to um, completely or so that the for compatibility issues, so that we're able to actually multiply the value of the integers. Okay, so the integer and the value of n. So all we just need to do is we simply do this one like mult, or let's say sorry, mult is equal to new big integer, let's say the value of I. So we'll need to convert I into a string because I that is the requirement, as you can see here. So it should be a string value. Okay, and then let's just type as or something like convert it to a string, and then after that let's have here fact that multiply, then mult. There you are. So after that, or yeah, so anyway, fact that multiply mult. So if ever we're going to run this one with that, wait, what happened? So mult that you have here, because I was wrong. Um, it says that it doesn't have the dynamic value. It's like it's not parang na static siya into a string value. So I'm so sorry for that. Now let's have here factorial of 50 is fact that multiply that um, so we'll need to have here fact is equal to fact that multiply, something like this one. So there you are. That's the factorial number of 50. So because I guess so in big integer will is going to process or can accept uh, larger numbers. So if ever you will expect to accept large numbers, it's good to use big integer. Okay, so that's it for factorial. So in other concepts or mathematical concepts in factorial, other examples for factorial, it is believed that every the zero factorial is always will result to one. Okay, and um, you can there is this also mathematical concept in factorial. You can actually add two factorials rather. You can even multiply two factorials and even divide uh, factorials. So I will leave that one to your mathematics courses, I guess. So for now, that's it. And what I want you to do for this is I want you to create a recursive function or recursive approach in equivalent of this factorial thing or this method or algo, and see the attached file for the instructions. So thank you for listening and have a great day. Bye bye.